something that is of grave concern in our society.
It's a season and a reason for
I'm saying
everything.
I'm going above and beyond, so I'm not gonna go above and beyond.
That's what we're talking about now. No.
You know right from wrong. You know how you felt. You caused that on someone.
Well, I didn't lie to you when I told you that we were going to be right back, and here we are. And we're going to continue to talk about our topic tonight about lies by omission. Lies by omission. And you see, before we left for a break, Josette was saying that she didn't really think that that was lying. And why did you need to know? If you've made life changes, why do you need to share that kind of information? And Adrian said, well, that could have an impact on something. And
I said that's why you go to the doctor.
But that's not the only thing.
But Josette, think about it like this. Let's just say that, and this didn't happen, so don't you all start trying to send emails and tell my husband anything. But let's just say that there's a woman that had a child earlier on, let's say 15 years old, and gave the child up for adoption, and then now she's married and she has children, and she chose not to reveal that particular information to her family or her spouse. And then later on, you know that there are a lot of adopted children that search for their birth parents for medical reasons and all other types of things. And
that's happened in real life.
It has, but then this person shows up and says, hi, you're my mom, and this woman has not disclosed this information to her spouse and her family, her children, and it could create all kinds of upheaval. So what happens is, this was an important fact that she chose not to share with her mate, her soulmate, or he may not, I don't know if he's your soulmate or not, but he's your mate. And then now you've caused chaos that didn't have to happen because you omitted something that should have been told.
And then sometimes doing that can also create stress even within the individual.
Sure.
Because you know you are harboring this event or events or whatever the case may be, and sometimes you may feel like I want to, and then you're wondering, and you know.
And you're afraid every time something comes up that there's going to be a problem that presents itself. We have a caller on the line. Hi, caller. Thank you for calling Real Women, Real Issues. Hi, caller, are you there? Well. Hi, caller, are you there? Well, we're going to move on. We're going to continue to our discussion, and certainly we would love for you to call back in. We would love to hear your thoughts or comments. Now, I was thinking about this. You keep saying go to the doctor, go to the doctor, go to the doctor. And I want to present this scenario to you because I mean, I really thought about this thing because, you know, hi, caller, are you there?
Yes.
Thank you for calling Real Women, Real Issues.
Hey, great. Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Not a problem.
You know, I understand your topic is about that you lied, right, in relationships. And I think about this that happened to me a couple of years ago when I was about to get married to a lady, and I asked her all these questions. I asked her, have you been married before? How many, did you have kids, abortion? You know, I asked her, about credit. I kind of went through the gamut with her about education. And she was like, I went to school, I never had any kids, and I never been on drugs and all this. And so about a week before the wedding, we go home. We go to visit her home. And, we're sitting there, so we started having a couple of drinks. Of course, she don't drink. And I was sitting around, drinking with her friends and families. And come to find out that her grandmother was...
Looks like we lost that call. Ouch. Yes.
Is the caller still there, or did we lose him completely?
I think we lost our caller, but
please call back.
Absolutely, I would love to hear what he has to say. When we come back from our break, we're going to talk more about lying by omission. Did you lie? And we're going to share some more scenarios and to really get you thinking. For those of you who have decided to withhold some information, and let you know that you could really be destroying your own life by withholding some things. So when we come back, we're going to talk more about that. Welcome back. Before we left, we were talking about leaving out pertinent information that's necessary you need to share with your spouse, and we were having a little discussion here, a little debate, which is what we always do. We won't even call it argument. We're just going to say a difference of opinion. And, you know, Josette was saying that I was wanting to share some more scenarios about when you go to the doctor. She kept saying you need to go to the doctor and then you can find out all this stuff.
I have another scenario. The other scenario was a movie I watched on Lifetime.
Okay.
Where the lady had moved on, years on. She was in a relationship. She had her daughter by the husband. Well, she was at the grocery store and was recognized by an old friend she would get in trouble with, boyfriend, and they robbed a bank. And somehow the feds was watching her or something.
Oh my gosh.
And it all came out, you know. She got in trouble, and I think either she went ahead and told the truth because she did it for her daughter. She wanted her daughter to have a better life than she did. But, you know, I can see with a situation like that, yeah, you need to be forthcoming. You know, I robbed the bank and Fed's gonna come and get me or something like that. What I'm saying is when you're in a relationship and it's getting to that point of seriousness, I know there are times like the caller, you're going to have to be honest and answer those questions. But let's be real, in relationships, how many people just sit down and spill out their guts? It's not like you're trying to do it intentionally. You might forget some things, you know?
Well, come on now.
You know,
I mean, no, you're not being real. We have we have a caller on the line, but I want to address that because they didn't forget anything. They just didn't tell it. Hi, caller. Thank you for calling Real Women, Real Issues.
Hi, ladies. It's me again.
Okay.
And just to follow up on that, and thanks for taking my call again, was the lady that, I mean, she like just went off the reservation. I mean, she told me, you know, I was happy. She's a beautiful lady. You know, she has a lot of potential. And I think that it would have been an excellent marriage. However, she wasn't forthcoming. I think when a person is not forthcoming, when you're about to say I do, you're about to build a bond and try to share a life, then you have some issues. And so, I don't know. I mean, what do you think? You think I should have stayed with her because when I found out she had abortion, her grandmother had a kid, you know, she used to do drugs, and, you know, she didn't finish high school. What do you think I should do?
Well, thank you for calling in with that comment, sharing your story. We're going to address that.